Hello, how's it going? I'm going to be playing in a tournament right now. This is the round two. He's just saying I can record it on YouTube. Awesome, yeah, I'm ready to when you are. So what part of the world are you in? I'm not sure if my mic is still on. Yeah, so this recording device doesn't record my opponent's voice, so it can be a little bit confusing. Sometimes I'm talking and I'm talking to nobody, but there's actually a voice on the other end. But at this exact moment, I am talking to nobody. So that, hello, can you hear me now? All right. I don't. I'm not sure if I should keep this hand. You know what? I am gonna keep it. Uh, so I'm playing a different build on the same pool from what you've seen before. So with this pool, I got a lot of great control cards, and I'd like to use them. So I built a blue-white control deck. I've been kind of joking to myself because I have no one else to talk to about this, that it's not a popper deck because there's more than just commons, there's some uncommons. However, it's not a rich man's deck because there's no rares, no mythic rares at all. So it's kind of like a middle class deck. So if I was to give it a clever name, I was joking about calling it suburban deck because it's, the suburbs. Um, Torn about what I should do now. You know what? I'm gonna play another planes. So one thing I've been finding I kind of like to do a little bit is don't reveal the second color until I absolutely have to. So he has no creatures on the board. There's no need for me to play a fog bank. I don't want to let him know that I have one. I might as well play it now because I got nothing else going. Still don't want to play my fog bank. Um, the Lenin and Scimitar. So it looks like he's in land trouble, which for pretty much any other deck would be fine. Ah, getting land screwed, huh? That's awful. Um, yeah, for any other deck it'd be fine, but I happen to be playing a deck with very few creatures. So next turn I'll be able to get out my Sarah Angel. I think this is the smoothest I've ever had mana coming for this deck. Normally, I actually play with a little fewer mana than I should be. Oh, I now know that he's playing green and red, so that's good to know. Okay, so the Sarah Angel will come out. So I do have two pacifisms. One of them will definitely be going on his Firewing Phoenix. Um, I'll see if I need to put it on the Predatory Sliver. As of now, I think I'm fine. I don't think he's going to do anything that would be able to take out my Sarah Angel. So I think I'm good for the moment. Again, I'm not feeling a need to play Fog Bank right now because I'm not getting overwhelmed with anything. So if I head it out now, isn't that ironic? Oh, no, he didn't attack. Okay. So I'm gonna play the Fog Bank, but after I attack. Because I'll be getting 4 points of damage in. So if I didn't have to play Fog Bank, I'd be playing Tricks of the Trade right now, because that's an extra 2. And it looks like I might be in a bit of a race. So I think I actually have a great matchup right now with him. I think I'm paired in the best way possible. So I understand why he discarded his Firewing Phoenix when he had to discard because of lack of land. He simply, that's the card he can get back. Why wouldn't you? I actually do have some recursive cards as well. Not traditional recursive cards, not like how the Firewing Phoenix works, where you just pay 4 and bring them out of your graveyard. I have the artifact Elixir of Immortality, and I run it quite often, mainly because it's an amazing way to get all of my spells back. Let's see what he does here. He's not doing anything. That's fine for me. Alright, so I'm going to play the Tricks of the Trade now. The question is, do I want to keep a plane or an island open? I think I'm gonna keep the island open for the unsummon. Um, Stave Off is an amazing card. I love it. Sometimes I keep the preference on that if I think that he might possibly have some sort of bounce spell, like say unsummon, or a kill spell like murder. But with green and red and only 3 mana, he's not going to get it done. He'd have to play another mountain and then have 2 shocks in hand, and the odds of that are pretty unlikely. And even if he did, theoretically, I could unsummon my own guy. Okay. So that just happened. So I guess I'll be using Fog on him. And I'm gonna... Okay, attacking creature is unblockable. That's right, I remember now. Okay. So... But I am gonna unsummon the 4/4 sliver because I don't want that damage. And he's not going to be able to play it this turn anyways. So I'm doing okay still. I mean, that was a good move on his part, but I still do have quite an advantage. So I'm going to lunge in again. I think this time I'm going to play the pacifism on his predatory sliver. I just don't want to give a chance for anything like that happening again. But I think I pretty much have this match set, because I'm going to keep a plane open for Stave Off, and by doing that, he won't be able to get another act of treason. Which is, it's funny because if I'd kept the plane open, he wouldn't have been able to steal my Sarah Angel. But how can you predict these things? Normally, I find with this deck, it goes very slowly, which is fine because it's a controlled deck, and controlled decks always go slowly, but especially without any big closers, I'm actually kind of amazed that I was able to get my Sarah Angel on the board as quickly as I did, because that almost never happens with this deck. Normally it's drips and drabs. As you can see, I have a hand built for a long game, so it's alright. But I am taking the first one. So we will have a second game. Hopefully he won't get land screwed this time, so we'll be able to have some real competition. For those of you who are new to Magic, which is probably nobody, but if you are new to Magic and you're not sure what a term land screw means, it's when you don't get any lands at all. It can be a frustrating experience. But if your land flooded, you get too many lands, which is sometimes just as frustrating. I have gotten land flooded before, actually in my last tournament video. You could see the last 2 games, especially the last game, I was just flooded with land. But it's nice to at least have the land when you do get something. If your land's screwed, it's so frustrating, because then you start discarding cards. Okay, so this is game number 2. No, I'm not going to keep that. Oh, definitely not keeping that. Man, now it looks like I'm getting land screwed. Should I keep this? I'm going to go one more time. Alright. So this at least has a bit of a mix. It's not what I was hoping for, but hopefully I'll be able to make something out of it. So if he plays anything too deadly in the early goings, I have Unsummon, I also have Pacifism. That should be able to stall long enough for me to hopefully get something going. So Solemn Offering is a new addition to my deck. I had a couple safe passages, and I only added the Solemn Offering in replace of one of those is because I just found that not only with Swiftfoot Boots, but the threat of a door to nothingness. A lot of people on the Magic message board have started talking about how they kind of been having fun playing with the door to nothingness as a deck and actually getting some success. So I don't want that to happen. The odds of someone having more than one door to nothingness is pretty rare. So just in case I come up against it, I got myself a Solemn Offering. That's not too bad. So I'm going to bounce one of these guys before he can do anything serious to me. But it's looking like he's going to get the faster start here. And I'm thinking his deck needs a fast start. I think I got really lucky with that first game. So I'm playing a deck that is probably just the worst matchup you can ask for against an aggro deck. Uh, so hopefully he's not able to overwhelm me. That's why I just pacifismed his second predatory sliver. I know he's got another one, but I want to stop as much damage as quickly as I can here. Hopefully I get another creature on the board soon. The one thing if only I'd saved it for that guy. The one thing my deck really needs is a Day of Judgment. Some giant board sweeper that really just seals the deal. So I'm going to be getting some damage here. There's nothing I can do. That's disappointing. Sometimes this deck can get on an amazing chain of just counters and bounces, but I do need the cards to play in order to do that. Oh, he's unsure if he wants to attack or not. I'm going to pause just to make him think I got something, and then, yeah, I'm going to let it go. Sometimes I find you do need to kind of play a psychological game. I don't know if he's going to necessarily fall for that there, but especially when I got nothing, I might as well. Oh, okay. I'm in trouble now. I am in trouble now. Okay, well, I think next turn I'm going to have to bounce one of the predatory slivers and hope he doesn't do anything else that's too deadly. Otherwise, this game is going to be over very quickly. Yeah, he definitely has the lethal now. Okay, so let's bounce one of those guys. So the reason why I'm bouncing him and not, say, the 4/4 beast is because his other sliver now goes to 3/3. So that buys me a little bit more time. So the irony here is if this solemn offering was the safe passage that I'd taken out, I'd have at least one more turn. Life is bittersweet. Oh, man. Okay, so let's see what I get. Fog Bank. Well, Fog Bank will keep me alive one more turn, unless he plays something excellent. I don't know what it will be, but if he has any pump spell, the Giant Growth, Might of the Oaks, if he has a shock to take out my Fog Bank, if he has him, yeah, he's gotten this game easily. Easily. Okay, so we're now going to be 1-1. I was very hesitant to play this deck. I know that just from test practices, sometimes it does incredibly, but against fast decks, it's just a disaster. So it was a risk I took. And this time it clearly did not pay off, but the time before it did. So let's see if Game 3 of the deciding game can swing back in my favor. Otherwise, I think this is going to be a quick exit from me from my tournament. All right, let's see what I can do here. So I do have a second slot now. I didn't have one before. I've been playing around with what to do with that deck. So I got a lot of great black cards in that build. I'll maybe make a video about it after, so I won't ruin the surprise of what I have now. But yeah, maybe I should have gone with that one. It's an inconsistent deck, so I chose in the end to play with this control deck, because it really does have some nifty tricks. Hopefully I'll be able to show some of them. Yeah, this one I'm going to keep. So the reason why I'm keeping this is because it does have a creature in hand. So I'll show you one of the good combos that my decks can do right off the bat. So I have Scroll Thief, who every time he does damage, he draws a card for me, and Tricks of the Trade, which gives him unblockable. Unblockable. So that's a great mechanic for just card. So I'm going to keep this open now. For the Essence Scatter, obviously there's nothing else I can play, but even if I get another land, I'd consider leaving it still open for Essence Scatter. Alright, so you are not sticking around. So Fiend Hunter is only a one of, which is really unfortunate because he's part of probably my favorite combo in the deck. There's a trick with Fiend Hunter where if you cast him and then select a creature to exile, uh, and then while the creature is being exiled, you pause the game and unsummon him back to his hand, back to my hand. Then the card that he was targeting goes into the exile zone forever. He's completely exiled. There's no getting him back, which is awesome. So I've been using that trick quite a lot. Not sure if I'm going to get to use it this game. So I'm going to pacifism the guy with haste. And then I'm going to play the Elixir of Immortality after. But I do want that free card now. I'm hoping it's a land. So I do kind of walk the edge by playing few lands. I play, I think, 15 lands total, and I have 42 cards in the deck, which I know I'm going over 40, but I just really couldn't make the cut. Ah, perfect. So yeah, I play very few lands. The reason why I do is because I do have the Elixir of Immortality, and I do have 2 Terramorphic Expanses, so it actually works out to be more than you would think. Let's see if he's going to come at me here. Yeah, he is. So he's going to go full aggro. That's fine, because I'm going to surprise him with a bit of my own power. I mean, if we just get into a race, I do have the Fiend Hunter, but I do also have Tricks of the Trade. I wish man, if I get another plane right now, I'd be ecstatic. Or even an unsummon for the next turn, that'd be good too. Let's see what I can do here. So I'm giving more damage than I'm going to take right now, unless he plays something else, which, knowing his hand, he probably is going to be. So, depending on what he plays, I might do a pacifism. I might use the Fiend Hunter now. If I play the Fiend Hunter now, I don't get that recurrent trick with the unsummon. But it might be... Oh, pacifism is definitely going on that guy. So, he's going to get me here. That's fine. Oh, but he's holding back the pacifism. Or the... Oh, I understand. Okay, so I was confused there. I thought Firewing Phoenix was going to lunge in here, but I got lucky because Firewing Phoenix is not a sliver and cannot get the benefit of the blur sliver. For anybody watching, do you ever find that you say silver way more than you say sliver? I don't know why in my brain it's constantly silver. They should make a Quicksilver sliver so I could be confused forever. Okay, so I'm going to do quite a few things here. So I'm going to play pacifism on him. This way, it's better than bouncing him or trying to kill him because he's recurrent from the graveyard, so it would not help me. Alright, now I'm going to play the Swiftfoot Boots on my dude. Obviously, he's the best thing I got going right now, especially with a second Tricks of the Trade, which I'll probably play next turn. I thought about keeping it open for Stave Off, but I think I can save it for something else. Like, for instance, say he puts some buff spell on one of his own guys. Well, that'll give me the edge because I can take it off before he even realizes it. So I'll be able to get 6 damage going forward now. I'm thinking he's probably got some badass spell at 6 mana, which probably the Inferno Titan. And if he plays Inferno Titan, then I'm definitely going to have to play the Fiend Hunter. But for the time being, I'm doing pretty good. Let's see, let's mana fix this. Sometimes the iPad gets screwy with the mana fixing, so I try to be extra careful. I always want to keep my options open, so I kept one of each, because what if I get an Essence Scatter right now? What if I get an Unsummon, which would be so good? Yeah, I'm just trying to keep it all open. Let's see what I get. Another land, but the wrong kind. Okay. Let's see what I can do. So I think I actually have more islands than plains in this deck. So I'm surprised that I'm getting more plains right now. But I think I'm doing pretty well. Even if he plays another creature this turn, I can Fiend Hunter it, and if he tries to kill it, I do have Stave Off to save it. And theoretically, I could always use my elixir of immortality to either, just to try to get my essence uh, back, or even to get the life gain. Oh, okay. This is gonna hurt him here. I think this might be the game. Does it give me 3 or 2? Let's see what it gives me. Ah, so close. So I actually run 3 of those, and I do run 3 of the Scroll Thieves as well. So they have a lot of opportunities to join up here, and I think I'm gonna do all right here. Oh, perfect. So even if he comes at me with something crazy, I think I'll be all right. Yeah, I have several options. I don't know what he could play that would save me. Or save himself, should I say. No, even with that guy. He's coming in for 5 right now. The magic number is 12. If I think he's going to go over 12, I'll pop my elixir of immortality. Or, if the creature attacking is weak enough, I could condemn it, and that'll give him some life gain, but as long as it's going to give him a total 7 or less, I'll still be fine. I think he's realizing that he lost the game right now. Act of treason. What's the act of treasoning? Okay, but he still can't attack. No. Nice try on that one. Yeah, I think he was hoping he would try to get past the pacifism. But I think I'm going to swing in for the kill now. So I think this is going to be it. Good games, man. So it seems like this is going to be it. So I move on to the next round. That's pretty exciting. Didn't think I was going to do it after that second game. All right, thanks for watching, and wish me luck on the next game. I'll probably hold off showing you my deck until that game is over, or at least that round. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you later.